Empty platform, vending light homes. Your name on my phone, I don't press call. Breath in the air between us. You laughed, said we're late. We never were good at keeping up. You traced maps on fog glass with your glove. Said anywhere's fine as long as it's us, yeah. Last exit, Aurora. You were singing out of tune. Hand up the window, chasing colors on the dunes. We were young, we were almost everything we swore we'd be. Last exit, Aurora. You're the road that stays in me. Those green signs flew past like half were plans. You turned the dial, found some forgotten band. You yelled the words, got them all wrong, too proud to care. I watched the lights draw rivers through your hair. Last exit, Aurora. You were singing out of tune. Hand out the window, chasing colors on the dunes. We were wrong, we were golden, burning fast and running free. Last exit, Aurora. You're the road that stays in me. No drum, just hum, a quiet fuel station glow. Paper cup, coffee, steam rising slow. I watched your shadow stretch long on the concrete. You turned and smiled, said promise you won't forget me. Heartbeat with headlights, counting lines in the dark. Every mile between us strikes another spark. Last exit, Aurora. You were singing out of tune. Hand out the window, chasing colors on the dunes. We were listen. Warm dust on the dial. Your name comes back like a fold in the file. I found your old key in a dish by the door. Still cold from the week, still bent at the core. The screen on my phone turned blue in my hand. I smiled for a second, then I understood. Hold on to me, hold on to me, stay. We were a spark, now we're a flame in the grave. Hold on to me, hold on to me, stay. If this is the end, let it burn today. The shop on Elm Block still sells mint, gum and ice. The clerk knew my face like a song he liked. I walked past the court where our shoes hit the ground. Same cracks in the paint, same dogs in the sound. Hold on to me, hold on to me, stay. We were a spark, now we're a flame in the grave. Hold on to me, hold on to me, stay. If this is the end, let it burn in today. Late room fan hum, a glass on the sill. You're laughing the walls when the whole place goes still. Arps climb fast, snare hits like rain. I don't wanna lose what my hands can't Hold on to me, hold on to me, stay. We were a spark, now we're a flame in the grave. Hold on to me, hold on to me, stay. This is the end, let it burn in today. Sex lines drift high, then fall through the blue. I keep what you gave, and it keeps me too. Name on a cup, lipstick on the rim. Radio hush, everything dim. We knew the roads by the cracks in the paint. Your hair in the wind smelled like rain. You traced your dreams on a fogged up glass. Said if we get lost, let it last. Hold on to the headlights, blurring down that endless curve. Hands out the window, catching every stray word. If this is the last then fade away. We taped our names on the ceiling above your narrow bed. Paper stars and crooked planets glowed a faded red. We drew maps on old receipts, marked the towns we'd never seen. Swore that once we got our license, we would chase a different scene. Cheap cologne and spilled out cola, carpet stained from every dare. You said if heaven really wants us, it can find us hiding there. We were just static between the stars, flickering, flickering, burning in borrowed cars, talking like prophets, dressed in thrift store scars. We were just static between the stars. If every lost signal leaves a scar, then I still feel you wherever you Channel surfing past the weather, catch a song that sounds like home. Hear a laugh inside the chorus, like you're singing through the phone. High beams cut across the gravel, breath hangs white in winter air. All the plans we never followed rise like ghosts above the stairs. We were just static between the stars, flickering, flickering, burning in borrowed cars, talking like prophets, dressed in thrift store scars. We were just static between the stars. If every lost signal leaves a scar, then I still feel you wherever you flickering, flickering, somewhere you're still there. Neon on whetstone, ticket in my hand. Departures flicker slow, your name on every plan. Empty plastic seats, coffee going cold, laughing on my screen, messages in bold. Your hoodie on my knees, smelling like the beach. We said we'd chase the years till they got out of reach. Last train from summer, pulling away. You stayed on the platform, I turned and waved. Whole life in a suitcase, hard and delayed. Last train from summer, I wanted to stay. I wanted to stay. Ooh, I wanted to my stop, but I can't find my feet. I trace your number on the fog of this sea. If I jump off now, would you turn around? Or am I just a story? This engine drown, calling your name in the roar and the rush. Every light passing feels just like us. If I arrive there and you're not around, I'll send you this heartbeat through the tracks and the sound. Last train from summer, racing the dawn. Faces and windows, here they go. Suitcases heavy, but the weight is you. Last train from summer, I'm still choosing you. I'm still choosing you. I'm still choosing you. Steel lines humming under my feet. Your laughter caught between every beat. When the daylight comes and the engine's cool, I'll be standing there in the warm air, waiting for you. Soft screen glow, dust on the frame. Old game loading, spells out my name. You laugh on a couch, cross-legged, tangled, chords on the carpet, plans getting mangled. You steal my jacket, too big, still brave. Posters all peeling, dreams we misbehave. Polaroid skies, colors that bleed and blur. All of our lives pinned in a single blur. Caught in your eyes, I knew I'd stay unsure. Polaroid skies, shaking the frame we were. We walk through the mall, slow just to linger. Coins in the fountain, wishes on your finger. You said don't grow up, I tried to believe it. Packed in a shoebox, proof we once meant it. Polaroid skies, colors that bleed and blur. All of our lives pinned in a single blur. Caught in your eyes, I knew I'd stay unsure. Polaroid skies, shaking the frame we were. Years spin by in a flicker. Names fade, but the picture still hums in my hands. Still burns where I stand. Polaroid skies, colors that bleed and blur. All of our lives pinned in a single blur. Caught in your eyes, I knew I'd stay unsure. Polaroid skies, shaking the frame we were. flickers, blue static in the speakers. All I hear is you. Coffee going cold, bag against my knee. Names on the departure board, shuffle out of reach. You said you'd write it down, everything you felt, folded in a paper crane. Teach my heart to melt. Neon letters at the station, spelling out a maybe. Every vowel shaking, like you call and save me. I can read her almost in every destination. Neon letters at the station, blinking our translation. Taxi horns complain, rain along the rail. Headphones full of fragments, lines you never mailed. Your jacket on the chair still smells like that night. City in the window's glass, painting you in light. Neon letters at the station, spelling out a maybe. Every vowel shaking, like you call and save me. I can read her almost in every destination. Neon letters at the station, blinking our translation. Your voice in my pocket, old message I keep. I press play and stop, afraid it runs out of me. Step onto the platform, heartbeat in my hand. I walk toward the letters, try to understand. Neon letters at the station, burning through the rain. Every consonant colliding with the sound of your name. I can read her almost, turning into stain. Neon letters at the station, finally spelled today. Your jacket on my chair, old ticket in the sleeve. Static on the TV, laughing at a memory I can't see. I still know your favorite station, typed it in a flicker's blue. Every number past that moment feels like miles away. trail goes cold. I keep talking into the air, like you're still there, like you're still there. If I stand inside the doorway, don't step in, don't step out. Maybe time forgets to move me while your name is in my mouth. Ooh, I still know your favorite station. You're a neon ghost in my hands, painted every corner in secret bands. I keep tracing lines in the glass, let the bright blur be all that I have. You're a neon ghost, blazing gold. If the signal fades, I will still hold all these flickers in the air, like you're still there, like you're still there. Alarm clock on the parquet, faded digits, gentle glow. Coffee stains on all my notebooks, whole life written in the margins, row by row. You call me just past sunrise, said I'm driving nowhere slow. Engine humming like confession, every secret in your throat. We were talking over traffic, trading futures, trading plans. Said we'd buy a busted station, spin our stories through the bands. I still tuned to that idea like a prayer I can't let go. Tiny beacon on the dashboard, cutting through a tired dawn's glow. Turn it up on First Light FM, every song feels like us back then. Golden air on a weekday, friend, I can hear your promise breaking then, man. Turn it up on First Light FM, ooh, let the past play once again. If this road keeps bending, I'll bend to the day I meet you at the farthest end. You left for bigger weather, clouds and cities I don't know. Send a postcard, just a corner of a sky that looked like home. I framed it by the window, let it fade into the day. Every time the sunlight hits it, I hear your voice say, we'll be okay. Old tape home, dust on the frame, faded print, I still say your name. Soft glow on the dashboard, plastic windows down, air thick and elastic. You laughed at the flicker of the driving sign, knees on the seat, hand tangled in mine. Soda on your shirt, you didn't care. Lantern bugs caught in your hair. You said this kind of night can't end. I said press pause, let it spin. Polaroid sunsets burned in my chest, colors that bleed, never quite rest. We were so young, didn't feel the decay. Thought every summer would stay. Polaroid sunsets stuck to the glass, moments that slip too bright to last. Even as time keeps pulling us through, I'm still developing you. parking lot, speakers crack and flutter. We dance off beat in the neon clutter. Your shoes in a heap by the yellow line. You trace constellations on my spine. Headlights blur into hazy flares. We trade wild plans and dares. You say let's leave before it all turns cold. I say please let the film take hold. Polaroid sunsets burning my chest. Colors that bleed, never quite rest. We were so sure, standing in that heat. Sand in our shoes and ash on our feet. Polaroid sunsets stuck to the glass. Moments that slip too bright to last. Even as time keeps pulling us through, I'm still developing you. Swing, sway slow. Phone light glows. I scroll, then close. Each little square held to the sky. The colors might fade, but I still try. Your shadow in gray, a blurred soft face. I breathe your name inside this frame. Polaroid sunsets burned in my chest. Colors that smear when I confess. We weren't prepared for the years to rearrange. Thought we were bigger than change. Polaroid sunsets taped to my wall. Tiny gray windows that outshine it all. Even as days keep pulling me through, every bright fading edge leads me back to you. Hold the picture, arms out wide. Light keeps leaking, you're still inside. Sex line sides, then let you slide. Flicker from the sign on the overpass. Tires hum slow as we let the seconds pass. You traced letters in the fog glass pane, spelling out a future, spelling out my name. Backseat jacket, tangled sleeves. Your playlist stuck on track 13. You lean and whisper, promise me we'll outrun every routine. You draw maps on my arm, shortcuts through another town. Every heartbeat like an alarm saying don't you dare slow down. Our names in vapor trails, written in highway color pales. We swore that we'd tilt the sky, force the day to comply. Our names in vapor trails, rushing past the county rails. If gravity pulled too hard, we'd still land in each other's arms. Drive through lights blur as we surge ahead. Cold fries warm. Breath on the glass, soft glow on the dash. Your name in my head, like a song half read. Street sign blurs, through a sleepy haze. You laugh at nothing, I replay those days. We were kids in borrowed jackets, cold air tangled in our hair. Every wrong turn felt like magic, didn't care, didn't know, didn't scare. You traced futures on the window, drew a map we'd never use. Said one day we'll just start driving, pick a line, any line and choose. Now I chase that first horizon, running all the way to you. Every color keeps colliding in a sky I thought I knew. If I could hold that fleeting moment, freeze the glimmer in your eyes, I'd live my whole life in that instant where the day leans into night. Flashing sign at some old motel, neon buzz and coffee steam. You stole sugar for your pocket, said we're richer than we seem. Plastic key and crooked doorway, TV glow on tired sheets. You said, promise me we'll remember how it feels when the world's this sweet. So I chased that first horizon, running all the way to you. Every color keeps colliding in a sky I thought I knew. If I could hold that fleeting moment, freeze the glimmer in your eyes, I'd live my whole life in that instant where the day leans into night. Maybe we were only starlight, falling faster than we planned. Maybe I still see your outline every time I raise my hand. Still I chase that first horizon, running all the way to you. Every color keeps colliding in a sky I thought I knew. If I could hold that fleeting moment, freeze the glimmer in your eyes, I'd live my whole life in that instant where the day leans into night. Meter hums under buzzing wires, empty lots, distant choir, late rush at the corner store, fluorescent flicker on the floor. You had ink on both your fingers from the zines you used to fold, dreams stapled in crooked corners, silver stories, black and gold. We would race through yellow signals, laughing like we'd never age. You wrote lyrics on receipts, said you'd sing them on a stage. Every tag felt like a promise, every silence felt like sound. You said if this road keeps going, we are never slowing down on these glass highways. You were fire in the rain, painting bright runways across my tired brain. If I could find you past the glow of every sign, I'd drive straight through every warning, every line. We got lost near some old flyover, steel and concrete, soft decay. You climbed up to see the city. Screamed, we'll own this all someday. Your reflection in the windshield, split between the worlds we knew. One where we were always leaving, one where I could stay with you. Headlights swimming in your pupils, heartbeat drumming in my hands. You said, promise me you'll keep this when you're too grown up to stand on these glass highways. On these glass highways. Street sign buzzing, plastic cup in my hand, laugh in the passenger seat. You tuck your hair in that band. You pass me a cherry lip balm, smile, said we got time to waste tonight. I drove in crooked circles round that parking lot light. Your shoes on the dashboard, that mid-green jacket on my lap. You traced my lifeline, said you're gonna get lost, kid. Then you kissed me for that. You're still aglow in the dark on my skin, a scribbled heart in the margins I'm in. Every wrong turn somehow felt right with you in my lane. All of the rules we forgot to obey, laughing at lines that we crossed anyway. Now I'm just chasing the shape of your name in the rain, and it feels like we could turn back once again. We snuck past the closing mall gate, ran up to the rooftop edge. You held your arms out wide, dared the whole town to judge. I found you on my old phone, pixels breaking, you grin. You yelled over car alarms, promise you'll remember exactly how this feels. You're still aglow in the dark on my skin, a scribbled heart in the margins I'm in. Every wrong turn somehow felt right with you in my lane. All of the rules we forgot to obey, laughing at lines that we crossed anyway. Now I'm just chasing the shape of your name in the rain, and it feels like we could turn back once again. Now it's coffee at dawn on my own side of town. Your jacket's in a thrift store, your number's written down on a napkin in my drawer. I don't open anymore. I still see you spin in the floodlights, calling my name. coins in your shaking hand. Said the future feels too loud. I said I'll try to understand. You wore your brother's denim that ripped at the knee. You swore you'd fix. Notebook full of constellations and someday plans in tiny script. We lay on the hood of my car, counting planes as falling stars. You said if this is all we get, would it be enough for you? I didn't know what to do. There's a quiet in the noise where I find you. Every channel out of tune pulls my mind through all the distance, all the years, all the unmade calls. We were just kids on the edge of a spark, drawing galaxies in the dark. Now I'm listening. Cassette on the dashboard, dust in the summer air. Your handwriting on the label, fading but still there. You were singing off the timing, feet on the passenger seat. I kept laughing through the bridge part, trying to keep the beat.
fall. We keep fragments through time. I hold your name inside of my ways we remember. Glow in the cracks of the dark. Soft little misfire, still hidden somewhere. to never look back.